Our conservative estimate is that at least 1,400 individual children in Rotherham were victims of sexual exploitation over the 16 years. By victims, we are not talking about children who were at risk of sexual exploitation, who were friendly with victims, or who moved in the same circle. The 1,400 victims are those who had actually experienced sexual exploitation. We estimate that 1/3 of them were already known to services on account of neglect or child protection.
Well, I think the report today makes it clear that I'm part of the solution and not part of the problem. It indicates that during the period of my tenure we've made many improvements to council services, and indeed that we continue to improve. One of the things the independent inquiry allows me to do is to reassure members of the public in Rotherham that our services today are safe, that young people that need support today will get the support that they deserve. Well, one of the issues that I've done as a Chief Executive is to look at the report that Ms Jace prepared very carefully indeed. As a consequence, I've made a series of recommendations that will go to the Council's Cabinet next Wednesday, the 3rd of September. It indicates how I propose to deal with issues relating to disciplinary and capability, where there were people working in Rotherham who are still within professional practice. By publishing the report today as we've done, and by publishing my response, I've enabled their current employers to be able to read the report and to form a view as to their particular role within the events that are described within the report. One of the things that I have done is to consider whether there's anything within the report that would require me or enable me to make any referral to a professional body practice referral, and there's nothing specific within the report about any single individual that would enable me to do that.
Well, firstly, we offer a sincere and unreserved apology for both young people that have been victims and families where clearly we have let them down. Right, we do recognise and acknowledge the report, and clearly already prior to the report we've commissioned a number of investigations that are looking at historical complaints to make sure we can, wherever possible, to bring those people responsible to justice. Well, importantly, we need to review the report, we need to digest the report. We only received it towards the end of last week. Clearly we'll be talking to the author, and therefore then will be a conversation with the Chief Constable and the Police and Crime Commissioner of what next steps. The important bit is, though, the services in Rotherham now are different, certainly in the last 4 years compared to the initial time when the inquiry took place. And importantly, it is about making sure people are very clear that recent inspections by a Magistrates Inspectorate and recognition from the National Working Group is the services now are fit for purpose and we are keeping young people safe. What I can say now is, in these circumstances now where we have information that suggests a young person is potentially at risk of being exploited, or actually is being exploited, we have got betterly trained staff, more dedicated staff that are working in partnership not just with the local authority but with health and the third sector to do everything we can to prevent them continue to be a victim, but just as importantly make sure we bring those responsible to justice.